Hello distributors, good afternoon. We are now live this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It is April 16th, 2016. We'll give it about 30 seconds before we get started. I just want to say thank you to everybody who showed up and chosen to spend their Saturday afternoon with me. And for those of you who helped spread the word to other distributors by sharing it in Facebook, thank you. There's been a lot of interest on this live broadcast on who owns your time, and I will aim to please. So make sure there's no distractions. You have yourself a pen and paper and are good to go. We will be drawing. I am launching my new ItBundle at the end of the presentation, and one lucky watcher and participant will have the opportunity to have access to the ItBundle for up to 1 year. I'm excited to share these strategies with you. They've been 3 years in the making and testing and tweaking. So here, let's get into it. Over the course of this webinar, we're going to learn how to maximize your time with action takers, how to find those action takers in a crowd, how to build you and become the hunted, how to instill belief for best auto ship rates, and how to motivate and train your team hands-free. So we'll be automating 95% of this. Who is this webinar for? I always like to break down who it's for. I don't want to waste your time. If this isn't for you, then just jump off now, no hard feelings. This broadcast is for distributors who are struggling to find prospects, so people to talk to, visitors, people to see. Those distributors who are keeping your team on auto ship is something difficult, so you don't have a problem finding team members and getting them signed up. It's keeping them on auto ship is tough. Those distributors who find it difficult in keeping your team motivated. So having them on auto ship, but they're just not duplicating, they're not running, they're not throwing parties, they're not motivated enough to keep running. Or for those distributors who have large teams but require more time. So you've got motivated team members, but they can't get up on stage without you, they're having difficulties doing parties without you or events. So for those distributors wanting more time as well. This broadcast is for you, so stick around. So who am I? Why listen to me? Well, I've been building business online since 1997. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs launch their ideas and find success online. I consistently maintain a 10% rankings inside some of the highest affiliate networks online today. I've launched companies in dozens of industries, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is I've managed to find that elusive time and financial freedom and had the ability to take my family on exotic locations to Disney World, my 4 beautiful children in the middle here. I've had the absolute privilege to watch each and every one of them grow up since day one. I've never missed a day. I also have the ability to live where I want and work where I want. I live right on the ocean, a beautiful location where I've got deer hanging out in my backyard. Every time I look over my desk from where I'm recording this actual video, I get a beautiful taste of nature. All this has been made possible through the internet and using systems that I've implemented over the last 3 years, exclusively working with distributors. We've managed to split test and tweak these exact same systems to work to help maximize the friendship, fun, and freedom lifestyle. Moving forward in this business, we're going to need to first of all break open the MLM truth, or the network marketing truth, something that's been hidden away and tucked away in this industry for a long time, and now there's not a lot of network marketers who know this. And that is the staggering 97% of networkers never earn over $200 a month. Now think about that. 97% will never sponsor anyone, will never find a loyal customer, will never keep that motivation or keep holding on to that why long enough to make and find that success. 97% of networkers. But knowing this and moving forward in your business, you can now work around this statistic. The first thing we need to realize is how does that break down really the reality? Okay, our reality, it's based on 2 parts. First group we've got in the 97%ers. These type of people don't like change. They don't feel comfortable with change. They don't do well with change. They work 9 to 5 and then into retirement, and they're quite comfortable with that. They take very little chances in life. They read about 5 books throughout their lifetime. Now on the other side, we've got our 3%. who embrace change. They read 1 to 2 books on the go at all times. They have a burning desire to help others, a deep down burning desire. People ask me all the time, why do I do this, Vince? Why am I giving away so much? It's because deep down I have a burning desire to help others. They take lots of chances, okay? They want a chance. I mean, you know, if you're on that 3% of the side, and don't worry if you're not, by the end of this broadcast, we'll get you there, okay? We'll get you onto this 3%, which is what I refer to as the fun zone, okay? We get you inside the fun zone. This is where life is fun. It's where you are working with like-minded individuals. It's where your business is growing almost exponentially without very little work. I don't know if you've ever been to a corporate event, but it's like that. You're constantly surrounded by like-minded individuals, and everybody's just kind of feeding off of everybody. And if you haven't been to the corporate events, I'd highly recommend getting to those things, because this is putting you directly inside the fun zone. So those are the two sides, the two realities. Like 97%ers, they're what I refer to as stuck in their current reality, and the 3% are the ones that are open up. So if I asked you if you're ready to make $10,000 a month, you'd be, how's the ABCs? Let's do this. Whereas the 97%ers don't believe that beyond $10,000 a month is not possible. What are you, crazy? A CEO doesn't even make that kind of money. So how do we do that? How do we speak to the masses and work with the, who put that in there? The action takers. All right, maybe there's a little truth to that. I got to admit, I'm a bit of an ass sometimes. So it does only come down to a process, okay? Something that I've been using across multiple industries for 2 decades now. And that is, number one, we're looking for visitors, okay? Without people, we can't sell a product, we can't build a business, so we need those visitors. Number two in the process is the message, okay? What brand message do we come across to be able to appeal to the masses but attract the 3%ers? The third part in this process is our brand, and this is how we sift and sort from the masses and get those 3% of the action takers to say yes to us. And finally in the process is automation, okay? We're going to automate 95% of this, guys, so that we can start to get some of that elusive time back. So number one, our visitors. This can come from anywhere, on the ground, belly to belly, so to speak. Gas stations, grocery stores, anywhere you see somebody. I mean, if you're really living this corporate lifestyle, you've got to dress the part. So all the corporate swag, every time you leave the house, you've got it on so that you attract and get a reaction from those visitors. So belly is still the best way of building this business. Then we've got our paid media, places like Facebook ads and Google ads. This can go right in front of people looking for exactly what our message speaks to. Then our social media, of course. Everybody's got a fan page. So you want to beef that up a little bit so that it shows your brand and it can then reflect. And we'll talk about how to do that. Free media, this can be referred to as like blogs or press releases, articles. The second part in the process is our message, okay? Our brand message. What are we going to say? And this is ultimately the number one liner used in the home-based business industry since print existed. Okay, it does many things, and we'll walk you through that now. Would you mind if I showed you a way to make an additional $500 to $1,000 a month without changing what you're currently doing? Okay, like, wow. This speaks directly to the masses, okay? So first we've got, would you mind if I? Okay, the opener of this sentence breaks down all the barriers and kind of edges off that little network marketing opportunity, okay? So we're not leading with bonuses and make $10,000 because you're alienating half your market, right? Remember, only the 3%ers are going to see and resonate with that $10,000 and even think that it's achievable. Whereas this is a nice little soft $500 to $1,000 a month, or something that's going to appeal to the masses. A part-time job at Denny's, wow, that's possible. I can make $500 to $1,000 a month. Now, the clincher here is without changing what you're currently doing. So now you've got the masses on fire, okay? $500 to $1,000 a month. I can still watch Survivor. I'm in. Where do I sign? So would you mind if I showed you a way to make an additional $500 to $1,000 a month without changing what you're currently doing? The third part in the process is the brand, okay? So once we've created that response, we've engaged our visitors, we now bring them into our brand and we start to follow up, talk about ourselves. It might sound illogical, but this is what works. branding yourself. People follow people, not companies. We do this through the social media outlets, through our training done through emails, videos, articles we've released. And we're not just talking about corporate. We're talking about a lifestyle change, lifestyle choices, the freedom mindset. You've got so much potential to be able to help your team to stay engaged, get the training that they need, and keep them motivated enough to build this business and find success. And the final part of that process is automation. So we've got part 4, using software, of course. And the system needs to automate, and to automate it, you need some sort of a software or computer to be able to do these things for you. Sending out emails, launching your videos on YouTube. I mean, there has to be some sort of software involved to be able to automate this for you. But let's face it, it's got to be easy to use. It needs the ability to test so you know that what you're doing is working. And tracking reports, that's kind of a plus so that you know what is working, where you can track where the traffic is coming from and who's buying based on traffic. Those reports could be helpful. Our first objective is to turn those visitors into leads so that we can begin that automated follow-up. To do this, our message relays some sort of an offer, so make $500 to $1,000 a month. But remember, the bottom line for the masses, ultimately, if you think back when you first started with this company, what was it appealing? What was your why? Why did you join the company? And usually it's for freedom, but not any kind of freedom. You're looking for time and financial freedom. Now, with those two things inside of that one sentence, our message, the next logical step would be social proof for that engagement. Okay, to engage those visitors, we need to have some sort of social proof. And the best response, if you think back, the last movie that you went to was probably based on a friend's recommendation. So a friend told you, hey, this movie is really great, you should go see it. You're more likely to go see that movie based on a friend's recommendation. So seeing that social proof, those results from other people, will work to get your visitors engaged in this offer, in your message. So your message is going to accompany some social proof, and this is what's referred to as story marketing, okay? By telling other people's stories, your potential visitors will much more easily be able to put themselves in those shoes and then make that buying decision to engage or to join the party. So here's just a couple examples of how to use story marketing inside of Facebook. You've got your post, and this will tell them your corporate story, how your life has changed, how they can get involved with you. You've got your house, possibly, you and your spouse enjoying the good life, or you just partying it up, enjoying the friendship, fun, and freedom lifestyle. But always accompanied by, I was there too, just like you. I struggled, and now I'm where I am now. This story marketing works really well. This can be used across all platforms, just not on Facebook, but all platforms, both on and offline. You can even use other people's success stories as long as it's okay, so you can take some off of corporate and post those as well. But showing other people's success stories will allow your opportunity for leads to be that much higher. So once your visitors have been engaged, to become a lead, your next objective is to turn those leads into prospects, okay? Engage them even more by starting a conversation, building a relationship with these prospects, explaining to them the benefits of a home-based business as an example, again, sharing other people's success stories. This will engage those leads enough to make the buying decision to ultimately join the party. You're excited now, business is growing, you've got a new team member, the current distributors are on auto ship, you're in the fun zone. But to maintain this, okay, to keep that auto ship beyond 3 months, to make sure that the distributor you're working with, your team member, your family is taken care of and supported, you need that ongoing engagement, okay? This can be done through social media. You've got social media groups dedicated to your team. You've got your training in place. More support can be had, motivation, obviously videos. You can have, as an example, an email go out with a video attached, uploaded on YouTube. Your cousin takes a video of you blitzing somebody in the grocery store. You can now upload that to YouTube and have that go out to new team members. All the documents that are really kind of key documents inside of corporate, have those go out to them on autopilot. Have all the training. You're going to get these general questions. Where do I go for this? How do I find that? All of these things can be now sent out on your behalf with your brand, your videos, your email signature, your phone number. So it's always given that team member the support that they need, but hands-free. But we still need to know, okay, there's still that 97.3% hanging over us, that ultimate MLM truth hanging there. But this works out well both ways, okay? With the ongoing support and maintaining this engagement with your team, on the left side of the island, the 97%ers, they're going to watch that content possibly, okay? If they watch it, they possibly could share it, and then gives them that immediate gratification that most of them are looking for, okay? I built my business, I feel great, I did something today that's going to help me grow my business, okay? But what happens here is there's kind of a trickle effect, is that when this distributor shares your content, your training, your video, your value, your brand, what happens is that their cousin, knowing that maybe their cousin is a 3%er, they're hanging out and they've opened up past their current reality and they're ready to rock and roll, but they're not ready to join that person, right? Their family member, maybe they don't get along, maybe they're looking for a leader, right? That person that's going to stand up and help them and show them and support them. And now that leader has been shared on their cousin's Facebook fan page or in their cousin's email or wherever it is they decide to share it. Now you've picked up their warm market and have become that brand that you incorporated, that people really kind of follow people, right? They want to follow you, and that's how you can kind of swoop in under the radar and grab those 97%ers warm market. The 3%ers, on the other hand, will take that information, but they will watch it and will have a different reaction after watching it. They're actually going to implement, and if they implement your training, then they get results. And these are the ones that are, so to speak, raising their hand and taking action. These are the ones that you're going to really kind of dig your heels in and spend that one-on-one time, okay? You're going to be the ones that are family, the like-minded ones, the BFFs for life, okay? So that's really the fun zone, the BFFs for life. This is where you really want to be, and both the 97%ers will be taken care of, as well as the 3%ers. And keep in mind, have a little comfort inside the 97%ers, knowing that one day maybe your training and your follow-ups and your motivations and your mindsets and all your follow-up will eventually break past and maybe open up their current reality. Okay, so we're about halfway. This is where I'd like to stop now and ask if everybody's following along, if everybody's okay, am I going too fast? Is this information kind of helpful? Are you getting the value that you were expecting when you come onto the thing? Just a little Y or yes in the comments box will be great, just so that I know that we're on track here. I'm going to grab a drink, and again, it looks like the numbers have actually doubled on the webcast. So if you guys are just joining in, thanks a lot. We're about halfway now, and we're going to break down the other pillar of the automation, and as well as the ItBundle, and do our draw for the free ItBundle for up to a year. Okay, so it looks like we got a lot of yeses coming in. Yes, I understand. Okay, looks great. Lots of value. Great stuff. Okay, so it seems like we're doing a pretty good job. Everybody's following along, and so let's continue here. Automation, okay, as promised, I told you how we could automate 95% of this, and that's kind of where this really gets exciting. It's knowing that your team is being taken care of, the growth is there, the support is there. You're really not doing anything wrong because you've tested everything is working well, but automating it and knowing that you can walk away and that everything has been taken care of for you from yours. So you've got two options, essentially. You've got option A and option B. Option A is doing it yourself, okay? So you've got a learning curve, obviously, in place. You've got tons of opportunities here. Aweber, Lead Pages, OptimizePress, MailChimp, Wix is a free website development, Webs, Weebly, WordPress, of course, very popular. So option A is to learn all these kind of software programs and how they work together and intertwine, and make sure that everything's set up and you've got this essential process set up and ready to go to work for you and automate it on your behalf. So a little bit of learning curve. At the end of it, you will have tons of extra knowledge at your disposal, maybe become a web designer at the end of it. And you've got your system set up in a couple months, and you're up and operational, and now you're ready to start talking to your visitors. Option B is to go ahead and jump on with me and grab yourself an ItBundle. I'm launching the ItBundle, so option B is a plug-and-play option. Has everything built in, ready to go within setup in 24 hours. You're sharing again on Facebook, Instagram, no blocks. This brands you, as you just discussed. It allows you to kind of plug and play everything in. What's inside the ItBundle? Not only does it come with full shopping experience for your potential loyal customers, it has all your products inside. We've got the opportunity page, one scroll. The prospect gets all the information that they need. Again, completely shareable, unblockable. In Facebook, we've got our opener, of course, the flagship product. What would the site be without displaying that prominently? Again, full shopping experience, over 50 plus pages, easy to use admin dashboard. So you get access to this full-blown, customizable, again, hitting all the wish lists and the ambassadors. This website is kind of a true hub to running your business. You also have access to the opportunity lead pages, okay? There's a ton of leads built inside of this website. So you'll generate leads from those visitors based on winning a wrap, hosting a wrap party, or the actual join the opportunity lead builder. Not only that, you'll also have access to a private one-on-one community jammed with how-to guides on how to maximize the website. We've got video overviews, we've got documents from how to do snail mailing to customers, keeping loyal customers happy, retentions. We've got a loyal customer acquisition document, a CEO letter, all kinds of cool stuff. Easy, again, to navigate, understand. Navigations on the left-hand side. I'm always available as an admin inside the Guru University. You'll have access to that as well. All the new updates, including this video, is going to go inside there for future reference. Ongoing support, okay, so we're not going to stop there. We've got ongoing support. I'm available for you through Facebook, 8 toll-free. We also have a one-on-one consultation, okay, me and you, one-on-one for up to an hour long. And we'll break down all the ins and outs of keeping loyal customers for life, nothing held back, everything I've learned over the last 3 years testing and tweaking with high income earners in the company. Finally, updates. Everything that comes down from corporate is going to roll on down through your custom distributor website. Any updates, pricing in products, new products that roll out, any kind of corporate updates will automatically be rolled out and shareable to you, as well as promotions. So the BOGOs come out, you'll have a link for that, a shareable direct link for consumers to shop directly on your website. I've really pulled out all the stops here. I've put everything together, a complete package of training, tools, and hand-holding support to give you everything you need to change your life with this business right now. Okay, so before we get into how you can get started and set up with your own ItBundle and rocking and rolling within 24 hours or less, I just want to go online quickly here now and do a draw for the lucky winner who's going to get access to the ItBundle for up to 1 year. Okay, so you're going to get all the things we just showed you there, plus a few more unannounced bonuses inside the ItBundle for the next year. So this is all the people who have helped me spread the word about this tonight's live broadcast and have been entered into winning the ItBundle. So you can see a couple of them had a couple entries as well. So we're just going to go ahead and see who wins and roll it up. I'm pretty excited here now. So a 1 year access to the ItBundle will be Selena Jackson. Congratulations. So I'm going to go ahead and connect with you on Facebook to show you how we can get you set up and operational with the ItBundle and access for an entire year. Congratulations, Selena Jackson. We'll connect very soon after the live broadcast. So for everyone else who has been on the edge of their seat now for the last 25 minutes, you can get started with the ItBundle. Now, I wanted to make sure that this thing was available to all distributors at every level. I didn't want price to be a factor. When we first launched this 3 years ago, and the very, like what I like to refer to as 1.0, the site was retailing for $1,500, and the ongoing maintenance and fees to be able to uphold and make sure everything was updated was up to $60 a month. Now, after the last 3 years and the kind of refining we've done over this time to be able to automate most of that process and duplicating and getting set up within 24 hours and the tools and softwares and where we've grown, we can now make this available to every distributor for One low monthly cost of only $49. You get access to it all. So I just want to ask, who owns your time? It's now decision time, distributors. Will you be joining us along with the hundreds of other current distributors who will now be all upgraded to the ItBundle to maximize your business and support for your team while automating it? Can you understand how powerful this is for your business? And of course, a live broadcast wouldn't be a live broadcast without a bonus, okay? So for those, I'm a big believer in rewarding those action takers. So for those of you who get started, you'll have access to posts, okay, images that over the last 3 years we've been testing and tweaking, and these before and after photos, flagship product photos, and opportunity photos have been proven to get a large response rate inside of Facebook. Not only will you be getting the images that I've used over that time, you'll also be getting a PDF document that breaks down the exact same posts that we've used with that corresponding image. So you'll have been set up with everything that you need. No more worrying about what should I post inside of Facebook, is it going to work? You'll know that this works because we've tested and tweaked over the last 3 years. You'll also get inside of your custom distributor website's newsletter a 4-day email series to all new distributors. So all of your brand new team members are going to be taken care of for you on your behalf, your email signature, your phone number, your contact details for up to 4 days, getting the motivation and the inspiration that they need while you come up with a couple other email follow-ups for them and some more value. So these two things on top of the custom distributor website, access to the Goover University private community, a one-on-one consultation with me, plus support and ongoing updates, all for only $49 a month. I'm really putting it all out there. Over the last 3 years, I really have been blessed to become a part of this Friendship, Fun, and Freedom lifestyle. And with this new ItBundles, I'm so excited that I'll be able to help that much more distributors find this Friendship, Fun, and Freedom lifestyle. So go ahead, click the button below to join now. Join me in this new ItBundle and start maximizing this business. So I'm going to leave this page open for a little longer so that those of you who want to jump on and grab those bonuses can do so. I'm jumping off now. I'll see you guys inside of Facebook so I can get all those questions answered. And I'll be there for at least an hour to get those questions answered. If we need to go longer, that's okay too. I'd like to thank you for your time. My name is Vincent Cameron. I'd love to get you on board and get started.